To 126 pounds. We're out of Oklahoma. We've got Mark Zimmer up against Joe Gibbons of Iowa State. Zimmer from Oklahoma is a sophomore from Columbus, Ohio. He is ranked 4th right now in the nation with a 13-3 record. Joe Gibbons of Iowa State is just a freshman. The number 6 national ranking for him. His record so far in the 81-82 season, 22-3-2.
Zimmer and Gibbons met about a week ago in a dual meet, and Zimmer won that bout 8-3 down in Norman, Oklahoma. Joe Gibbons has had a little problem lately with his weight. He is a freshman. He's wrestling at a weight where he has to cut a lot of pounds, and it's been pretty difficult for him. He has to cut about 20 pounds some weeks, and he's been very tired, and he just has not wrestled, I think, up to his potential the last few weeks. He did look very good yesterday. He beat Mike Jones from Okie State 5-4 in the semis. Zimmer advanced by beating Scott Morgan of Nebraska 19-6 and handled him very easily. Both of these guys have an exceptional variety on their feet. There's a snap down. He's got a front headlock in there on Gibbons.
Early in this match, the two wrestlers right now just trying to find out they can get control. Working on each other.
He tried to trip Gibbons that time. He's still got an underhook with the right arm. Gibbons is an exceptional freshman. He was only the 4th wrestler to be a 4-time state champion in Iowa.
Of course, Joe's brother Jim will be wrestling at 134 pounds, so this Iowa State wrestling team has a family affair here.
Yeah, in the Gibbons family, they have a younger brother, Jeff, who finished 2nd in the state meet this year as a sophomore. It's been a great wrestling tradition in that family.
Hey, work the head. Go to your right. Go to your right.
Both these wrestlers are been rather cautious so far. It looks like Zimmer has been the more aggressive of the two. He's taken a couple of good shots on Gibbons, and Gibbons really has not had a good opportunity to get into Zimmer's leg or to be in a position to throw from the upper body.
Well, just about a minute now left in the first period. Still no score between Mark Zimmer of Oklahoma and Joe Gibbons of Iowa State. And as far as the team race is concerned, this is a very important match for both Oklahoma and Iowa State. Oklahoma needs some team points because Iowa State, the darkest win at 118, picked up 3 more team points, and they're up to 74 now. Oklahoma 59.
This 126-pound weight's particularly strong for the Oklahoma team. They have another wrestler, Clinton Burke, who competed in the East-West All-Star meet this year and has compiled a pretty good record. And that's partly the reason why Zimmer's record is just 13-3. He has not wrestled in that many matches because of the competition right there at Oklahoma.
Well, we've almost wrestled 3 minutes and no score. Seems like right at this point, even though they've wrestled before, they're both kind of just trying to see who's going to get control and get each other out.
Very cautious. No one wants to commit a mistake where the other wrestler can counter and score off it. And this is the case a lot of times. There, Gibbons is able to get a throw and took Zimmer right to his back.
Well, he does it right at the buzzer, and he picks up 4 points, 4-0.
Yeah, he got a 2-point near fall there, and I'm thinking if he would have had more time, that looked like he may have had that locked up tight enough to score a pin with Zimmer.
Well, he did it right there at the buzzer, so we're getting on now to the start of the second period. But Gibbons, he just like that, picks up 4 points, 4-0.
I'm sure that's going to give Joe a little bit of momentum now in the second period. He's on top. He's got the legs thrown in there, riding Zimmer, got him flattened out, broken down on the mat.
Well, all that happened in the final 5 seconds of the first period. That's how quickly things can turn around. And even Stephen Match going for you, and then just like that, Joe Gibbons picks up 4 big ones.
Officials are watching closely here to make sure Gibbons is working on top, not just riding. They want to see the top man try to turn the wrestler over to his back. He should be working for a fall at all times in that position.
Well, Joe Gibbons showing a lot of poise for a freshman. And, of course, Mark Zimmer, just a sophomore himself.
There Gibbons riding with both legs in there. He's got a half Nelson. Having a pretty hard time, though, controlling Zimmer. Zimmer's a very strong wrestler for 126 pounds. Now they're going to be back in a stand-up position. Zimmer trying a switch there. Joe's countering with the waist.
Mark Zimmer trying to get on the scoreboard.
He may be able to score a reversal here. He's in a pretty good position if he can step over with his legs.
He's trying to step over, as you can see, to get that 2-point reversal.
There it is.
4-2. Joe Gibbons still has it.
Both these wrestlers have a lot of firepower. You can visualize a high-scoring match here very easily. I think the amount of weight that Joe Gibbons has to cut to reach 126 pounds has quite an effect on him in the later stages of matches. He does tend to tire out. It's been a pretty hard year on him for a freshman. I can see that. He's looked almost anemic at times from the lack of food and on fluids in his body.
And he's wrestled a lot. He's wrestled this his 28th time, whereas Zimmer basically is 13-3 coming into this one. This is his 17th match.
That means there's been a lot of meets where he's had to make that weight. It's definitely a hard job. Zimmer is still able to control him. Gibbons tried to stand up and turn into him.
Well, that's the end of the second period. And Joe Gibbons of Iowa State still holding a 4-2 lead going into the final 2 minutes over Mark Zimmer of Oklahoma. And again, remember the team standings. It's Iowa State and Oklahoma. And Iowa State trying to add 3 more points to that team margin of 74-59 that they hold right now.
Yeah, this is an important match in that team race. If Iowa State can win here, they'll really be sitting in a good position for that first place. Zimmer still in control here. Gibbons is trying to reach back and get freed, and he has done that. He's got an escape.
1 point for that, 5-2 now.
Both wrestlers have gone back to their feet. Zimmer tried for a high crotch shot that time. Wasn't able to get in deep enough on Gibbons.
You're watching the 1982 Big 8 Wrestling Championships, the finals. We're at 126 pounds. Mark Zimmer, Oklahoma. Joe Gibbons, Iowa State. 1:13 to go in this particular match, and Gibbons has a 5-2 lead.
Zimmer's controlling the arm there, trying to reach through the legs.
Point there for Mark Zimmer. It's 5-3.
Well, it appeared that he called a stalling that time on Gibbons. They're tying up once again. Zimmer likes to work with that far arm of Gibbons there. And you can see he used it again, trying to get a headlock. Well, they rolled through that move, Wayne, and Gibbons was able to get the takedown as they rolled through. Zimmer had the headlock, but was not able to control Gibbons with it well enough, and Joe got 2 points out of that.
And with 35 seconds to go in the match, it's 7-3, Gibbons.
That's really a remarkable control for a freshman. He was in a pretty precarious situation where he could have ended up on his back, yet Gibbons was able to come through there with 2 points, and that really puts him in very good shape now.
Iowa State looking right now at another 3 team points.
Gibbons can get some riding time build up here. He's trying to lock up a cradle there.
Well, Gibbons already is over that 1 minute mark, and if he can maintain it, he would get another point.
Another reversal.
Another reversal. That makes it 7-5.
Zimmer let Gibbons go there for an escape, and he's going to try to get another takedown. I don't think he's got enough time.
Down to 5 seconds. The strategy may not work.
He's in on the legs, but he's not going to be able to take Gibbons off his feet.
Well, he can't do it, so Gibbons is going to win it. And he wins it 9-5. Because he had a 1:02 riding time to boot. 8-5 was the final, but give him another point for a minute or more riding time. And 9-5, Joe Gibbons. That gives Iowa State another 3 points in the team standings. They are now up to 77-59 for the University of Oklahoma.
That's quite a performance for Joe Gibbons, winning a Big 8 title as a freshman, and I'm sure he feels great about that after having a long, hard month of February. He's had a lot of tough matches, and that's really a fine performance to come in here as a freshman and do that.
Well, he showed a lot of poise, and I know he's happy. And now he get his thoughts together, and he'll have a chance to root for his brother, Jim Gibbons, who's going to be wrestling in this next match, 134 pounds.